Hello and welcome to Stacey's Bookish Adventures. If you like honest, down-to-earth book content, then please make sure you stick around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because this is the place for you. Anyway, this is Amelia. Hello. She's my mini person, one of them. I've got a book haul. It's all books from the charity shops. So nice and cheap, low, and I've got quite a few, okay? So the first book that I've got is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I picked this up from Barnardo's and it was £1 and it's sprayed edges edition as well. This one sounds really interesting. Craig has read it, my husband Craig has read it and he really enjoyed it. He said it's really good, but it's kind of like mind bending. Prepare to have your brain fried and your mind blown. I'm really looking forward to this one. At a party thrown by her parents, Evelyn Hardcastle will be killed again. She's been murdered hundreds of times and each day Aidan Bishop is too late to save her. The only way to break this cycle is to identify Evelyn's killer. But every time the day begins again, Aidan wakes in the body of a different guest and someone is desperate to stop him ever escaping Blackheath. It sounds really interesting. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a go. Then I've got The Edge by Lucy Goacher. This one was also £1. It was in the Tea Haven charity shop, I think. Who pushed her sister and is she next? Sometimes it's easier to believe the lie, but is the truth right in front of you? Everyone says Poppy jumped. My beautiful creative sister with her paint splattered dresses and sunshine smile took her own life. And I think they're right, until the day I speak to Daniel. Everyone says his sister jumped too, but he has proof that she was pushed. And if she was, I have to ask myself, could the same thing have happened to Poppy? In the moments before she died, was she really calling me to say goodbye, or was she calling for my help? Was she really alone on that cliff edge? When Poppy's friends tell me that she had a serious boyfriend, I feel like I'm losing my grip on reality. If they were so madly in love, wouldn't she have told me? Wouldn't there be pictures of them together? And when I find the silver heart necklace he gave her, I feel sick. It's the same silver heart another murdered girl was given in the weeks before she died. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no. This can't be a coincidence. Either I've lost my mind or the man my darling sister loved killed her. And if he could charm his way into her life so easily, what's to say he's not already in mine? Dun, dun, dun. Sounds good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to that. Look at the spine. Perfect condition. I love it. Also in Barnardo's, I can't remember how much this one was, but it was cheaper than £1. I picked up The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared by Jonasson. Yeah, I really like the sound of this one. You're never too old for an adventure. Sitting quietly in his room in an old people's home, Alan Carlson is waiting for a party he doesn't want to begin. His 100th birthday party, to be precise. The mayor will be there. The press will be there, but as it turns out, Alan will not. Escaping, in his slippers, through his bedroom window into the flower bed, Alan makes his getaway, and so begins his unlikely journey involving criminals, several murderers, a suitcase full of cash, and incompetent police. As his escapades unfold, Alan's earlier life is revealed, a life in which, remarkably, he played a key role behind the scenes in some of the momentous events of the 20th century. It says it's completely crazy and an incredibly funny story. So I'm looking forward to this one. I actually bought pretty much the series, so you'll see more of this in a minute. But yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? This one was from Tea Haven as well, I believe. This is Just Another Missing Person by Gillian McAllister. Finding her could cost you everything. Ooh. Yeah, Olivia, 22 years old, no history of running away, last seen on CCTV entering a dead-end alley and never emerging. Julia, Detective Chief Inspector Julia Day ought to be out hunting for Olivia. After all, missing persons cases are a race against the clock. Only this one is different because someone just threatened Julia. Find Olivia and we'll take your daughter. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it sounds really good. If you don't know which you want, because I'm new, I'm a thriller girl at heart. That is That is where my passion lies in reading. I absolutely love a thriller, a police procedural, all of that type of thing. I am on a mission this year to try out new genres though, so I've been just picking up anything and everything that I can just to see what else I like, you know. It's not going well so far. If you've seen my January reading vlog, January reading wrap up, yeah, it's not going very well. I haven't liked very much so far, but I'm determined. There's gonna be ones out there that I'm gonna love. I'm sure of it. This one is For Amelia. It was £1.50 in the Heart Foundation, and it is This Lie Will Kill You by Chelsea Pitcher. You are cordially invited to tell the truth or face the consequences. 1 year ago there was a party. At the party someone died. Until now no one has told the truth about what happened that night. Tonight the 5 survivors arrive at an isolated mansion expecting to compete in a contest with a $50,000 prize. Bit random. Nobody questions the odd, rather exclusive invitation until it's too late. 5 arrived, but not all can leave. Will the truth set them free, or will their lies destroy them all?
Dun, dun, dun.
We also picked this one up for Amelia, but I have since been told that it's got a lot of trigger warnings in it, and it might not be age appropriate for her actually. It was in like the child section, but it's probably just been misplaced.
You'll read it first.
So yeah, I'll read it first. The book is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I haven't seen the TV series or the Netflix series of it, so I don't really know what it's about. It says you can't... Are you okay there?
I fell over.
Just fell into the sofa. You can't stop the future. You can't rewind the past. The only way to learn the secret is to press play. Clay Jensen doesn't want anything to do with the tapes Hannah Baker made. Hannah died 2 weeks ago. Her secrets should be buried with her. Then Hannah's voice explains that there are 13 reasons why she died, and Clay is one of them. If he listens, he'll learn that he is, in some way, responsible for her death. All through the night, Clay keeps listening. He follows Hannah's recorded words around his small town, and what he discovers will change his life forever. I mean, I thought it sounded really interesting. It was in Salvation Army, and because it was in the kids section, it was like 20 pence. Yeah, it's obviously I'm going to have to read this first before Amelia can, just to make sure that it's appropriate. From what I've been told, though, it's not going to be. Next one we have got is The Teacher by Freida McFadden. I haven't read a Freida McFadden book yet. Can you believe it? And I'm a thriller girl. I haven't read a Freida McFadden book yet. So I picked this one up in the Tea Haven shop for £1. It's a lesson she'll never forget. So, The Teacher, Freida McFadden. Lesson number 1, trust no one. Eve has a good life. She gets up each day, gets a kiss from her husband, and heads off to teach maths at the local high school. All is as it should be, except last year Kasem High was rocked by a scandal involving a student-teacher affair.
Oh no.
Addie at its centre. Oh no, the student, with one student, Addie's the student, I'm misreading it, at its centre. But Eve knows there is far more to these ugly rumours than meets the eye. Addie can't be trusted. She lies, she hurts people, she destroys lives. At least that's what everyone says. But nobody knows the real Addie. Nobody knows the secrets that could destroy her if people at the school found out. And when Eve discovers the shocking truth, Addie will do anything to keep her quiet. I picked it up because I've wanted to read this Freida McFadden book for ages. I don't really like the sound of this one though, so we'll have to see how that goes. Next one I picked up, again from the Heart Foundation, so expensive, it's £1.50, and it is one of my favourite authors. I'm currently collecting all of his books. So it is J.D. Kirk, Ahead of the Game. J.D. Kirk, his DCI Jack Logan series is just one of my favourites. Set up in Scotland, and the way that it's written and the language used and the humour and everything, it is so Scottish, and I absolutely love it. It's like your typical police procedural. It's a bit of thrill going on, but it's also really funny as well. Every time I read one of his books, I learn a brand new swear word, it's just brilliant. So this one, 7 heads, 1 body, 0 clues. Already sounds epic.
7 heads and only 1 body?
7 heads, 1 body, 0 clues.
What if that one body had 7 heads?
Well,
That would be crazy.
when a body is discovered at a popular Highland landmark, it seems like just another day on the job for DCI Jack Logan and his team. Except this body is missing a very vital component, and given its location, the Well of 7 Heads, it seems like someone is trying to send a message. But why and to whom? Pressure is mounting from his superiors, and the press are sniffing around for a scandal. As everyone around him descends into panic, can Jack keep his head and crack the case? A gripping and unmissable crime thriller. I love it. I love it already. I know that this is gonna be great. I just love everything by this author. This author, he also writes under the name Barry Hutchison, and he does like crazy books, crazy kids books and stuff, which I haven't read yet, and I definitely want to, because they sound bizarre. We've got the sequel to the 100-Year-Old Man. So this one is The Accidental Further Adventures of the 100-Year-Old Man by Jonasson. So he's back, even older, even funnier. It all begins with our pesky lever in the hot air balloon. Alan is sitting quietly with his friend Julius, waiting for his 101st birthday party to begin, when someone manages to break the lever, and before they know it, up they go far above the Indian Ocean. But what goes up must come down, and after they are rescued from the water by a North Korean ship, it's only a matter of time before the pair are entangled in a global diplomatic crisis involving a briefcase full of contraband uranium. Everyone seems quite interested in this briefcase, from President Trump and Kim Jong-un to Vladimir Putin and Angela Merkel. And from then on, it's just one accidental adventure after another. There's a vital government message scribbled on the back of a napkin after numerous glasses of apple vodka, a disastrous case of swapped coffins, a far too close encounter with a very angry Nazi, at least one seance, and plenty of illegal asparagus. That sounds wild. That sounds absolutely wild. It was 99p. Yeah, it just sounds bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I can't wait to get into this series. The next one I've got is also from the Tea Haven charity shop, and it is Alchemy by S.J. Parris. The hunt for immortality ends in death. A court in turmoil. The court of the Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II is a haven for scientists, astrologers and alchemists. The dream to discover the Philosopher's Stone and attain immortality. But now there are rumours of heresy. A murdered alchemist, Giordano Bruno, is sent to Prague as a spy for Elizabeth I. He arrives to find the palace in uproar. An alchemist has been murdered. An unforgiving enemy. Ordered by the emperor to uncover the killer, Bruno must negotiate the jostling factions at court, as well as the religious tensions brewing in the city, and his hunt to track down a murderer soon proves as elusive as the elixir of life itself. There's clever twists and turns. Among the most enjoyable of all historical thrillers. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I have been enjoying
I said it sounds interesting.
Yeah, I have been enjoying historical fictions, actually. So a historical thriller should be good. Let me know, by the way, if you've read any of these books. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books and if they're any good. I'd love to know your thoughts. Yeah, this next one is one that's been on my TBR for a long time. It is Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. I have also got A Man Called Ove that I need to read. Right, so this one apparently it is funny, compassionate and wise, an absolute joy. It's New Year's Eve and House Tricks estate agents are showing people around an upmarket apartment when an incompetent bank robber rushes in and politely takes everyone hostage. This is not what I was expecting. For Anna, Lena and Roger, busy buying up apartments to fill the hole in their marriage, it's something else to talk about. For Julia and Roth, panicky parents-to-be, it's yet another worry. Lonely bank manager Zara only came here for the view, while 87-year-old grandmother Estelle seems rather pleased by the company. As the police gather outside, the anxious strangers huddled within try to make the best of a very sticky situation. But could it be that they have a whole lot more in common than meets the eye? Apparently, it says, laugh out loud funny and will help restore your faith in humanity. So, definitely looking forward to this one. So this next one was A Pound in the Heart Foundation. It is a beast of a book, and it is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. It is, that is a chunk. I don't know when I'll get round to reading this one, but I did start watching the TV series on Sky, and I didn't really like it very much. I thought it was missing a lot, so I'm hoping that the book's gonna be better, because the TV show did have promise. It just, I don't know, there was something missing with it. It says, a world of witches, demons and vampires. A manuscript which holds the secrets of their past and the key to their future. Diana and Matthew, the forbidden love at the heart of it. A bubbling cauldron of illicit desire and a assured saga that blends romance with fantasy. A vast, sexy, historical romp of a novel. Okay then. It begins with absence and desire. It begins with blood and fear. It begins with a discovery of witches. It sounds interesting. I don't know if I'm looking forward to reading it or not. Like I said, because I didn't enjoy the actual TV series, it's not really on my priority, but it was £1, so I picked it up. I will give it a go at some point. Next one is another one for Amelia. This one was A Pound in the Heart Foundation, and it is Gone by Michael Grant. It's like a kid's book, but, well, young adult, teenager, young adult maybe. Suddenly it's a world without adults. In Perdido, something like that, beach. All the kids under 15 have been trapped, cut off from the outside world. Sam Temple and his friends join the fight for survival, but when some kids start to develop strange powers, everyone is forced to choose a side. Warning, contains scenes of cruelty and some violence. Dun dun dun. Oh wait, there's more here. Suddenly it's a world without adults and normal has crashed and burned. The kid was on the floor, gagging, coughing. Just a little kid, a girl, maybe 5 at most. I'm here, Sam said in his strangled voice. He must have looked terrifying, a big shape wreathed in smoke, face covered, black soot in his hair smearing his skin. He must have looked like a monster. That was the only explanation, because the little girl, the terrified, panicky little girl, raised both of her hands, palms out, and from those chubby little hands came a blast, an explosion, jets of pure flame shooting out of her tiny hands. Now then, that makes the book sound a whole lot different. Oh, there's maps as well, look me, yeah.
Oh, I love it when a book has a map.
Yeah! So I reckon you're going to like this. Then we have got Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, the addictive #1 bestseller that everyone is talking about. This one was 99 pence. Gone Girl, Gillian Flynn. There are 2 sides to every story. Who are you? What have we done to each other? These are the questions Nick Dunn finds himself asking on the morning of his 5th wedding anniversary, when his wife Amy suddenly disappears. The police suspect Nick. Amy's friends reveal that she was afraid of him, that she kept secrets from him. He swears it isn't true. A police examination of his computer shows strange searches. He says they weren't made by him. And then there are the persistent calls on his mobile phone. So what did happen to Nick's beautiful wife? I mean, I've been meaning to pick this one up for ages, in fairness. So, right, this next one was £2, and it's one that I'm really, really, really excited for. So, December is when I officially started trying out new things. And one of the books that I read was Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I bloody loved it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I managed to find the sequel, Glass Sword, in absolutely beautiful, perfect condition. So I'm so excited about this one. The cover is so beautiful. Look at I don't know if you can make it out on camera, but it's so pretty. Yeah, so it's the sequel to Red Queen.
If you have not read the first book, this blurb contains spoilers.
Does it really?
Yes.
Right, I won't tell you then. I won't tell you what it is. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't read Red Queen, go and read that, because I I really enjoyed it. I know it is like meant for younger people, it's a young adult book. You loved it as well, didn't you, Amelia?
Yeah, it was great.
It was just really enjoyable. It was just a really enjoyable read. Slightly predictable and easy to kind of guess what was going to happen. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So this one, I can't wait to get started. Then we have got The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. This one was £1 in Tea Haven as well, and it's a very pretty book.
Very pretty.
I quite like the books about libraries and bookshops and things like that. Irene must be on top of her game or she'll be off the case permanently. Irene is a professional spy for the mysterious library, which harvests fiction from different realities.
What? That sounds cool.
And along with her enigmatic assistant Kai, she's posted to an alternative London. Their mission, this is already sounding similar to the audiobook I'm listening to at the moment. Their mission to retrieve a dangerous book. But when they arrive, it's already been stolen. London's underground factions seem prepared to fight to the very death to find her book. Adding to the jeopardy, this world is chaos infested. The laws of nature bent to allow supernatural creatures and unpredictable magic. Irene's new assistant is also hiding secrets of his own, and soon she's up to her eyebrows in a heady mix of danger, clues and secret societies. Yet failure is not an option. The nature of reality itself is at stake. Sounds really good. One spy, one dangerous book, one deadly mission. I really like the sound of that. This one was £1 as well. The Wisdom of Sally Redshoes by Ruth Hogan. I've been meaning to try out the Sally Hogan books for a while. I do have The Keeper of Lost Things up there. I haven't read it yet. I just seem to be collecting books. I'll get around to reading them at some point. That's why I've got a ban. That's why I'm on the ban, so I can get through some of these books. Yeah, so Masha's life has stopped. Once a spirited, independent woman, her life has been forever changed by a tragic event 12 years ago. Unable to let go of her grief, she finds solace in the silent company of the souls of her local Victorian cemetery and at the town's lido.
Victorian cemetery?
Yeah.
I really love it.
But a chance encounter with two extraordinary women, the fabulous and wise Kitty Muriel, a convent girl turned magician's wife turned 70-something roller disco fanatic, and the mysterious Sally Redshoes, a bag lady with an amazing voice, opens up a new world of possibilities and a chance to start living again. But just as Masha dares to imagine a future, the past comes roaring back. Sounds tidy, like, it sounds interesting, so... Then we have got, this was a £2 in Heart Foundation, we've got Insurgent by Veronica Roth. So we have got Divergent here. You haven't read it yet, have you?
No.
We have got it here, so this is the sequel to it, so... It's probably going to have spoilers in the blurb, so I won't read it. This series is well old. I can't believe we haven't read it, actually, because it's really old. Insurgent, Veronica Roth. And the last book, the last one that I have got, is another Jonasson one, but it's not the 100-year-old man this time. This one is called The Girl Who Saved the King of Sweden. I just love the look of these books. I love how they all kind of, even though it's not the same, they all kind of had the same sort of look to them. So this one says, just because the world ignores you doesn't mean you can't save it. Nombeko Mayaki is on the run from the world's most ruthless secret service, with 3 Chinese sisters, twins who are officially one person, and an elderly potato farmer. And the fate of the King of Sweden and the world rests on her shoulders. Born in a Soweto shack in 1961, Nombeko is destined for a short, hard life. When she is run over by a drunken engineer, her luck changes. Alive, but blamed for the accident, she is sent to work for the driver, the brandy-soaked head of a project vital to South Africa's security. Nombeko may be good at cleaning, but she's amazing with numbers. The drunken engineer isn't, and has made a big mistake, and only Nombeko knows about it. And as uproariously funny as Jonasson's best-selling debut, this is an entrancing tale of luck, love and international relations. Yeah, I mean, I've got no idea what any of that meant at all. Hopefully I enjoy it. That is my charity shop haul. That is everything that I bought from the charity shops last week. As I said earlier, I am now officially on a book buying ban. We'll see how this goes. But I'm on a book buying ban. 19 books.
19.
And it probably didn't even cost me 20 quid. That's cracking, that is, isn't it? So yeah, let me know, in your opinion, what is the best book out of everything that I've bought. Which one should I read first? I don't know which one I'm most excited for. There's so many there that I'm really looking forward to reading, so I don't know which one I'm most excited for. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we shall see you in the next video.